watch where you may have messed up or the dog messes up. Somebody, is this the thing?
Happening. I think.
All right, let's see. All right, what's up, man?
What's up, King?
Hey, chilling.
How's your day, man?
I'm up here in Pennsylvania, and the weather is lousy. Cold.
Oh, what's the weather like?
Cold, rainy.
No, I like that. I like the cold. How do you not like the rain, man? The rain, it's like the world pissing on you. I love that shit.
I can't stand it, dude. Like, I want it. I got a pool. I got a bunch of kids at my house. I got 11 dogs at my house. This rain stinks, dude, right? And then being inside, so you would want for the weekend to be good, So we're here training dogs at my training center. We still have to train dogs. One of the things about doing, any board and trains or anything, it's a 24/7 job,
Yep.
and
that's what I be telling my clients. Like, you're never taking breaks away from your dog. You're just increasing the duration.
Yeah. Even, what it is like, I was vice president of the shelter before I had this autoimmune disease thing happen. I took a few months off, and now I'm back as a board member. And the shelter and rescue workers are some of the most hardest workers in the world. Like, you're talking 365, 24/7, and every holiday. Every holiday. There's no break. You have the dogs to take care of there. And I've gone in there on the holidays and worked on Thanksgiving, but not worked, volunteer. And to do all of that, it's a tough job, man. And I see, some trainers on this app that sometimes they're busting rescue and shelters chops and saying that it's all in it for the money. The shelters and rescues I'm involved with, that's not true at all. Like, not true. So, having this weather like this for us and even anybody working with dogs is not fun. So, where are you at?
So I know that I'm up in NorCal.
California?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's nice, brother.
Born and raised. Yeah, I love the wind.
I was there at San Diego and Santa Barbara. Absolutely gorgeous, man. I found one of my dogs out there.
Oh, okay.
It came home with me.
I'm curious. You know who I am, right? You follow me. You know my work. Yep. You know what I say. So, I guess my question is, what do you think of me?
Of you?
Yeah, you can do personally if you want. Take some shots. I can take it.
No, I'm gonna be honest.
And then dog training.
All right. So, from what I see,
and lay it in me, don't you? Listen, I don't want no pussy beating around the bush.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna.
All right.
So when I see on YouTube and this app, great. I think you have a great influence type personality for what these apps are. I don't have that shit. All right, I'm just a freaking dog trainer, dog business owner. I have three locations: dog daycare, dog boarding, dog grooming, dog retail. So for me, I've never really had that type of stuff. Now I've done videos, and it's bust and chop videos on like the positive and force-free side of things. Right?
Why do y'all never bust me though, man? None of y'all will bust me ever.
I don't know. I don't like what, bust on one of your training videos?
Dude, I've been waiting for like what, 7 years now for someone to bro, every single comment is me being ugly or annoying or loud. It's never my training, bro. And that's what I just don't understand. And I really want, I know you've been watching my videos or whatever, but I'm curious. When someone like you watches my videos, why do you not think, okay, I'm gonna try to do that? I'm gonna do, like, you have the e-collar around your neck.
Yep.
How come? Like, what could I do to better? Because my goal, right? I know it's to be an asshole and whatever. It's just to get that engagement, right? And then I want to challenge people to test themselves. Can I do it? Can I do what he does? And I'm just curious what I could do or why I haven't yet, why I have failed you in trying to get you to be like, okay, can I do it without the e-collar? Can I do it without the or whatever tools you use? Can I do it without the correct? Because I saw that you commented on Sailor Jerry's thing with her pulling the prong collar. She sucks. She sucks.
Nah, man.
Bro, listen, dog. Okay, listen. I saw that video and I made a response and I said, listen, I complimented her because I'm trying to be better. I complimented her. I said, you're doing great at not statuing and teaching owners to back up. Fantastic. But, bro, those leash pops with the prong collar, come on, bro. 1, the dog had no association to the prong collar. 2, she's popping it several times. 3, no reward for redirecting.
So that there in that video, that's her own dog, right? And
I don't give a shit.
Well, you don't even care?
It doesn't matter if it's a personal dog or not. She is teaching, right? It doesn't matter what dog you're working with. It's a dog, and people are going to try that. And for most owners with a reactive dog, is that going to work?
Well, it could, yeah. You're removing the dog from the situation.
For most reactive dog owners, will that video help them or put them in a situation where they're going to be yanking on their dog?
No, I don't think so. I've seen worse yanking and cranking from a harness than anything in that video. And
I agree.
And the trainers I've seen that you affiliate on the positive force free side, man, I've seen more yanking and cranking. They say, and I've had this happen on here, and they don't even understand the quadrants that they try to preach. They say that it's negative punishment. Negative punishment.
For what?
For leash tension.
Leash tension, okay.
So
you'd be out
they don't
negative,
even understand.
Wait, they say it's negative punishment?
Yes. When there's tension on the leash.
No, that's not how it would work.
Yeah, I know. So this is the stuff I've dealt with personally on any of these apps where.
So is it possible, okay, that, because like I don't affiliate with, like I understand by definition I'm on that team. But like I have spent years not being on that team. I just happen to train like them. Like those aren't, like, technically we're all dog trainers, right? And we're all on the same team to help animals. But then we declassify ourselves and shit. But I get that I use their methods, but I exposed Zach George, Victoria Stillwell. KPA has a really good program, even though they stole $5,000 from me. Victoria Stillwell sucks.
You're the only one that does. Why is that?
What? But that's not. But I'm doing my part, and balanced trainers will not endorse me. Have you ever shared one of my videos?
No, to be honest, I don't share a lot of videos on any of the stuff because I'm trying to be drama free, bro. Like I got enough shit going on.
What about my training videos? What about? Listen, I posted 2 back-to-back videos.
Pop up of you at the shelter and doing work. I applaud anybody going to a shelter and rescue doing work. And I think I liked one of the videos that you did, man.
You liked it, but all right, how do I get a share? What do I got to do to get that kind of you listen? Here's what I don't understand, okay? And again,
do you see me share anybody's videos? I don't share them, man.
But here's okay. Here's my thought process, okay? And correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm, because my goal is to help people realize the best version of my training, right? Just the best that I can do, and I'm always trying to challenge myself to be better. I will do a small, tiny thing that I view as incorrect. Most dog trainers won't know I messed up. Most owners definitely would never know I messed up. But in my brain, I just ruined that training session. I'm a fucking idiot. Like, it matters to me, every small detail. And so when I'm trying all these things and I'm trying to promote the most up-to-date methods, and nothing I'm saying is like false, I'm trying to be fair. I talk to dog trainers. What? And you say in your own words that no one's doing what I'm doing, but no one will promote that aspect. So what could I do better?
All right. So are you asking me from a dog training perspective or a business, successful multi-million-dollar business owner perspective?
Wait, you're a multi-million-dollar business owner?
Absolutely.
Listen, I'm going to need you to shoot me a donation for all my videos and me being the only positive trainer, all right? I'm just going to need a couple dollars, Mr. Millionaire.
Yeah. I own a bunch of dog daycares. Like, I don't know if you heard me. Dog grooming, dog retail, and I was born with a plastic spoon in my mouth. I did not come from anything. Me and my wife been together for 14 and don't.
So I have an offer for you.
Yeah.
Genuine offer. Okay.
Yeah.
You fly me out. I'll work with any dog you want. No animosity,
Well,
no
why do I
hostility.
have to fly you out, man?
You just said you're a multi-millionaire. I'm not a
Listen,
multi-millionaire.
when you get to this level, I have friends from high school that I haven't talked to that send me a message asking me to buy them a car. Like,
Listen, I'm
I
not, but
worked my butt
I'm not
off to
asking for
get
my
there.
personal gain. Listen, I'm not asking for money. Okay, I'm asking for transportation there. Okay, that's it. I'm not asking for extra fees. No profit of any kind for me. Okay, I want this is why I'm asking. I feel that me and you have a good repertoire right now. No hostility, nothing like that. And I think that you have the money, the equipment, you have everything that I don't have, and I have the personality to all that, right?
My
And so
question
if
is,
I
though,
could,
why don't you have
why don't I have what?
the money and everything?
Because okay, listen. Do you know what my business plan is? My whole business strategy.
Yeah.
It's to get clients the cheapest, most affordable deal, and then get them away from me as quickly as possible so that they don't need me. I do not charge. Say your prices right now. I charge $50 for a consult, satisfaction guaranteed, or their money back. What do you charge?
I have a bunch of different programs. So to do a consult with us, it's
What's your lowest?
The consult's $100, which is applied to any program. The private
Gotcha.
sessions
What's
right
a program normally?
the 6 sessions are $675, 8 sessions $875. Board and train is $2,600, and for a more aggressive issued case is $3,600. But those
And
prices are
so
going up.
people are nearly
Those prices are
nearly spending $5,000, $4,000, whatever, right? And that's why you're a multimillionaire. Because for me, I spent a lot of years having people tell me that they can't afford it. And even with I used to charge $175 an hour, okay? And I was when I worked with a balance trainer in Arizona, he taught me that he did $299 consults because all he needed was a few consults per month, and no one had to call him back.
wow.
That was his business model. And so you charge people for so much, and you do the work for them, or that's what it's advertised.
So my program's a little different, man. I have lifetime access to us, and the board and trains are not a see you goodbye. The other top echelon, I was talking before you came on, they charge more for the board and train, almost double, but to even make a contact with them after is $75 per hour to 100. Mine's included.
But do you see what I'm saying though? Is that's the difference between that. That's why I could benefit from someone like you, because I do not have the desire to take that kind of money from people. And my whole purpose, I think that, like, no ego, I'm very humbled by it. I went from watching Cesar Millan on television, training those dogs. I'm like, that looks hard as shit. I don't know how I'd ever do it. To being able, I have the capability of helping those same owners with those same dogs over the phone within 30 minutes. And is it all fixed? No. But I help the owners with being comfortable, understanding the information, knowing at what pace to work, understanding reinforcement better, their body language, being more calm, meditating. And I teach them all this information. And I would honestly put more money down that if we compared clients, I think that mine would be more satisfied with a shorter time, because I work directly with them on themselves. And I think that most people are just so stressed out in their lives, and the dog isn't really the actual issue. It's that they just don't know how to handle all that and set themselves up for success. And so I think that if me and you could work together and I show you what I can do, and if I'm full of shit, expose me, record everything, every fuck up that I make, that's you, right? And I know you don't care about all the clout and everything, but I'm sure a lot of balance trainers would thank you for getting me out of the industry, right? But if I could show you what I can do, maybe it could help you develop better tendencies or challenge yourself. I'm down for you to show me shit. I have no hidden agenda, nothing at all. I think it could be a cool opportunity for us both, and I'm not asking for any profit.
Well, let me stew on it, man. I to be honest, I'm just starting to get back off of my feet after a few months of hurting, and I was still putting in the work with the dogs. But
it sounds like you could use a little partner for a week.
I was hurting, bro. I had 30 employees before the COVID, but we have like 20 something employees now. So it's, it's to do a seminar. And this is the thing. Here's the deal. Like, I think things that, and I think where you get a bad name from from the trainer world and the positive force free trainers, they hate me just
They
because
hate me
I
too.
exposed Zach George and Victoria Stillwell.
They
That's
all,
it.
dude.
I
Everyone,
don't go
listen,
on their
listen.
pages. I don't say anything. They just
All those trainers don't like
they
me.
hate me on
Like,
here.
bro. So I mean, but
And the
that's what I'm
balance
saying though.
trainers
Is
too.
like,
Some of them hate me on here too because they're
so
trying to have a
that's what I'm.
kumbaya moment, and that's not
So what?
reality. You deal with them. I get death threats from the positive force free trainers. Death threats. They make fun of my children. It's ridiculous. But
Dog, it's dude.
nobody on
It's
that
they. But
side,
that's but that. Look,
nobody on that
that's what it
side
comes down. And they
stands
don't
up.
post videos. I know what you're gonna say. They don't post videos. You're right.
And they don't stand up and say, "Hey, leave the guy alone. Don't be messing with the person," and like that. It has nothing to do with anything. So there,
No,
that
you gotta
side
understand,
is
brother.
more of like
Both
a cult situation,
it
and
is
where
both of the dogs
The Gene Donaldson video, they
horrible.
refuse to acknowledge it. I've actually
Now,
told,
dude, she doesn't want it public. She's trying to hide it. She gets it taken down everywhere.
but if Gelman's videos are public, why do we only police the balance side, but we can't say nothing about the positive force free side? I've been as loud
But that's
about
not
that as
true.
possible.
But that's not true, bro. Because I promise you, from my experience, if I say some shit about Zach George, the trainers don't really say nothing to me because they know better. Like they are scared. Like they are absolute like just petrified. It's weird, and they just sit on Facebook all day and type all day. You go into a positive Facebook group for dog training, try to post any video of mine, any video. It could be the best dog training video in the world. They will delete it because it's mine. They do not use positive reinforcement at all. At all. They are more negative and toxic to people than I am. They are horrible
But isn't
people.
that
And they don't
aggravating?
work with dogs.
Isn't that
Huh?
aggravating to be associated with a group that's like that? The
Imagine
dog
being
owners are
like,
seeing it. They get
you
attacked
don't
on there for training their dog or walking their dog with a training tool. Like that's not good. We're all dog trainers.
you
That's it.
you listen, you struggle with it. Imagine being in my shoes. Imagine being me.
Yeah,
How am I supposed to reach an audience when both sides are wrong? That's me. I'm saying, listen, both sides, you suck. We can be better. We can work together and challenge each other. And if someone says, listen, look what I can do. Can you do this? Now, as a professional, we have to analyze, listen, can I do that? Okay, are they making sense? There's no logical reason that for near a decade, no one can talk about my training. And still, there's people like, I'm still going to use the e-collar just with no extra thought process.
But
that's just not acceptable.
But here's the deal, man. And I don't know what your experience is with the e-collar and stuff, but for me, and I'm vocal about this crap, man. Like the e-collar for me is the most modern and least adversive dog training.
I'm just cutting you off. I just want to read this comment real quick. Your training is basic, dude. You made a video and bragged about telling the client to slow a lure. And this is something that's very important to me.
All right.
Yeah, they said it to me.
All right.
And here's my response. That's because most of these dogs who need help are basic dogs, including the dogs that balance trainers work with. And they say, this dog is so serious. And they put the background music in it and they provoke your emotions and they get you all feeling this dog's at risk to be euthanized. It's a basic ass dog. Y'all just get manipulated so easily. Like the dog, I bet you any dog that
weren't you just
he's working with
somebody that was like that though? I mean, that
what?
They posted videos where it's like all the slow music and crap.
Yes, absolutely. Jonas does it all the time because that is how you get viewers. But it's bullshit. The dog, like, I'm sure that some of them are at risk to be euthanized. Jonas really does get flown around the world. But at the end of the day, I can do the same shit and throw on the background music. But instead of like provoking the dog or not knowing like how, like, I don't want the dog to react when I get there. Like, that's my whole goal. I don't want to put the dog over a threshold. And then I get Dick Cheese McGee in the comments saying, where's the before video? Where's the before video? I'm like, damn you, Jonas.
I think and that's the thing is like associating yourself don't associate yourself with bullshit artists. That's the deal, bro. Like, eh, look for people that are actually posting the work and not stealing people's work and posting it. You know what I'm saying?
No, no,
So,
no. What do you mean?
well,
No, no. Explain that.
well, some of the people you did lives with, they've stole my videos and put it out as theirs.
What do you mean?
They freaking stole my video and put it out as theirs, right? And they haven't done.
So you're saying so your face wasn't in the video? It was just
Yeah,
a training video with the dog, and they would post it? Well, that's fascinating.
it happens, and it's
I did.
not just mine.
Listen,
It's
listen,
other
listen.
trainers on here that happened to. So don't just believe. Don't Camille's walking back. Don't just believe by followers.
She was waving to me.
That's Camille. It's my trainer, man. She's awesome. Don't just believe by the amount of followers that it's somebody that's an amazing person, or even if they're flying around the world and this and that. Look for their work.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm
So hang
saying?
on. I want to ask you something. I want to ask you something about what someone's saying. So there's two people in my chat who stop by my page every day, and I mean every day, but they don't like me. Okay, they're fans, but they don't know that they're fans, and it's just adorable. And they're saying my videos and things I brag about are basic. They're just basic. And to that, I say, one, like he said, I don't know where I am on one of the pages, but I am one of the only trainers in the world doing what I do the way that I do it. Okay. And when I can do what I do and help people over the phone, and I show you how basic it is, it's not that it's basic. It's I make it so simplistic for your brain to comprehend that you think the information that I'm saying is stupid, but it's literally saving lives. It's
Right,
it's just
so
insanity.
here's the deal with the education, the stuff that you're putting out there. I think, like, so Jerry's my friend, good friend.
Look,
Like, so, but
listen,
here's the deal with
take friendships out of it. It's not about friends,
no, but I
bro.
don't think there's anything wrong with that video, man. On TikTok, you can only post 59-second little snippets. This
Can
dog
I
here
cut you
for a
off?
board and train. All right.
Can I
She's
cut you off?
laying down. You know what I'm saying?
Can
She
I
ain't
cut you
tied
off?
down or anything. Go ahead.
Listen. I saw that video. I said what she could have done instead, right? She could have done one little pressure and then
Everybody can do
reinforce the
something.
dog. But okay. The way that I'm trying to teach is easier, safer, and more reinforcing for the dog. It's clearer, right? And so I made the response. I said what she could have done instead, and I complimented her. Don't forget that. And then I went to the shelter and I recorded two, not one, because I know how people are. They'll say, do it with another dog. Okay, I got it in advance. Now what? I already did it. So 2 videos of working with larger heart, fat drive, rah, rah, rah dogs, right? Including Buster. And have you seen my videos with Buster? That dog's not a joke. No matter what anyone says. That dog is going to bite 80% of the trainers on TikTok. I promise to God. Okay? And I did the exact same. And I don't like using leash pressure, right? I don't need to. That means that I failed. Using leash pressure for me means that I failed in that moment, okay? But I'm also trying to get in the, owners are going to mess up and we can communicate with the leash, right? Fine. I'll compromise. I don't like it though. And so I teach them when there's any leash pressure at all, it's just like this, right? And with the harness or whatever, and dog turns around, redirects, and they get something. So then the dog isn't consistently pulling. Like positive reinforcement trainers who say ignore behavior. I'm not saying ignore behavior. I'm saying redirect behavior, right? And I did it with both of these dogs with one finger. This finger, one finger, very, very intentional what finger I'm using. And I'm getting these dogs to redirect. And I'm playing with them. There's people working behind me, like 10 people, building a shed. And the dog's not paying them no mind. And it's like, my question is, if I can do that, right? Now I want to see if this is how my brain works. I'm weird as hell. I want Jerry to make a video doing exactly that. Doing the one finger training. And I want to see if she can. I want to see how she does it. And then if she can do it, great. Now we know
I will talk to her.
She doesn't have to do the other way.
I will talk to her today, and I'll ask her and talk to her about doing that video. I talked to her.
Yeah, do the one finger. And listen, not her dog. We're not doing that. That's her dog. No, I want a serious high drive dog. Everyone puts these higher standards for me, so same shit, not her dog.
And that's the
In
thing,
fact,
though.
you know what she can do?
So
You know what the balance trainers in comments say to me? It has to be a Malinois. It has to be a Malinois. Is it a Malinois? You got to be a Malinois.
I've owned, shepherds and stuff growing up, man. So, every dog, for me, when I getting in a shepherd, it's easier. Why? Because the dog was genetically made to do cool things.
Yes, they're just ready. They're so engaged.
Yes.
Like,
And the
that's
Malinois
what
too,
confuses
were
me.
genetically made to do cool things. You just got to do the
Yeah.
proper training, and that dog's going to be on the money.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Working
money.
with a shelter rescue dog that didn't have that start, not good genetics. It's a different, and that's why I was talking to dog owners. It's just a different, have that expectation with the dog that you own, because they may get discouraged because they see the trainers on there with pure breed dogs and they think their dog is going to be capable of doing that. It might be, but don't get discouraged if your dog is your dog who you own. It's kind of like I imagine I had such a high expectation for my kids. Like, listen, you're going to be an astronaut, and that's the end of the story. And anything less, I'm not dealing with it. And I'm going to train you to be an astronaut, but what if they don't get to be an astronaut? So having realistic expectations is key. I always use that basketball analogies. I loved playing basketball before I got injured and stuff. I'm not going to be LeBron James, Michael Jordan. It's not happening. I could practice all damn day. It's not happening.
Yeah, I'd definitely beat you 1-on-1, but that's a different story.
I could, do chess all day,
Wait, you want chess? Wait, you want a chess cow right now?
I did
You
chess.
play chess?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I demolished you in chess. In like
No,
4
didn't I win?
What?
But seriously, man, like, this is what you need to do. From my point of view, you don't got to listen.
Okay.
But is like, all right, so that you get hate on both sides, and you're in the dog training world, everybody's putting out there that, and this is what's causing a ton of conflict on these apps, is that there's a ton of dog trainers that are thinking that leash pressure doesn't exist at all. And when it does exist, they want to hate it. But I see so much leash pressure from that damn harness. I don't see anything. I said something one time, and the amount of hate I got on this app, and it was absolutely factual, backed by science, and there was nothing you can do about it. The positive trainer up here had a harness on the dog, and the dog pulled really hard. That's called positive punishment, knowingly or unknowingly. So that harness on the end of the leash is that no matter what, and you can unknowingly or knowingly do it.
That's
So
fine. That's fine.
That was positive punishment. Then they took the leash and dragged the dog back. That's negative reinforcement. They applied the aversive until and released it to the behavior was to be right here. Then they rewarded the dog with positive reinforcement. I just said exactly what I said here, and the amount of hate I got from the force-free positive side, I never stitched another video because I came to a conclusion at that moment that the positive trainers and force-free trainers on this app don't give two shits about the science. If you say anything,
so when you run into someone like me, right, and I'm dead, I'm like, bro, I'm here, I'm just a dude just like you, right, trying to do right, and either I'm gonna be, this is how it works, okay? Let's say, just let me plant a seed. I fly out. You have me work with whatever dog you want, okay? I don't give a shit. You can set me up to fail if that's the kind of video you want. I don't give a shit. And we could make content together, okay? And the content is showing how you do shit. You like no hidden agenda. Like there's nothing like, oh, what's gonna, like, it's just you show what you're gonna do with one dog. Let me show what I'm gonna do, and then let the owner see both sides, right? And then at the end, we literally shake hands, give a hug, and you know what we just did? We did exactly what you say you want, and everyone wins. Like
that, dude. I got.
If
I got to think
like,
about.
I'm the dude. I'm the dude, and it's like,
I'm looking at doing seminars again, probably after the summer, and I'm planning on doing one with Jer, right?
With who?
With Jer.
Oh, Jer.
And I plan on doing it with a bunch of people. Not everybody, as from a dog trainer's perspective, and this is, and you may disagree on this, but I have a completely different outlook on what's called animal abuse or not. I just, for me, if there's an intention for the reason for the leash pressure and they're just using a little bit of leash pressure, we're not talking doing this crap. That's
No, I
that's a,
got that.
that's a Gene
Hang on.
Donaldson. That's a Gene Donaldson and Dr. Ian Dunbar thing. I don't. That's not what
So
we're doing.
are you afraid if you were to make the video with me that you would get in trouble for animal abuse or something?
No, no, no. I'm just saying on calling out for saying stuff that's animal abuse. Where I don't think that there there has to be a line where what is considered animal abuse. For
Yeah,
me,
but we're not there yet. No, but it's not
no,
about
but I've
for
seen
me. Like,
videos
just
calling out people on animal abuse on here, and it's like the most ridiculous crap. And you got to be kidding me. My problem with the dog industry is the people that do say that it's animal abuse or whatnot, they are doing the same thing they're calling out people for. The same exact crap.
yes. And
And
so listen, okay, I'm gonna say this again, right? I'm offering you the chance to be the change. It has to start with someone somewhere. And right now, the face is Zach George for the positive side, and then you guys have Ivan? Who do you want? You want Tyler or Ivan? Who do you want?
for what? Top best? Damn, Ivan's
Top balance
good.
trainer, yeah. Even though Ivan doesn't call himself a balance trainer.
Yeah, Ivan's fantastic. Ellis
Ivan's
is
fantastic.
great. Michael Ellis. And I've
Yeah,
been
Michael's pretty
to,
good.
some of these seminars with these people, man. So,
So what I'm saying is, right? What I'm saying is,
Keenan Connor.
if the balance side learned how to work with me, then everybody wins. Even though the positive reinforcement trainers won't like it at first, like I'm still teaching force-free whatever methods, right? Clicker methods. And the balance side wins because I actually understand how the tool should be worked. Like I'm not going to tell people, like I'll be like Herm Springer. I know the prong, right? I know. I know that it's high and tight, it can't be too low, right? I know the positioning. I got all that. I know to not pop, even though you accept when Jerry does that. That's improper. Okay?
In
And
your eyes,
I
though,
understand.
man, I think
It's
Gary's video was excellent. I don't know. She just, there are,
so we have to be willing to compromise in certain areas. And if we can't, then the dog owners continue to lose. The dogs continue to be in the shelter. We have to be able to compromise.
here's the deal, though. Now, I don't know if the water is different here in Pennsylvania, but the dogs that come into us, and again, we're booked out until October. The dogs that come into us, I never really see any dog come into us that has improper prong or e-collar usage.
Can I stop you real quick? You're
99%
booked
of the
until
dogs
October?
coming in are on a harness. They've been to certified CPT, DKA, all this crap, certified veterinary behaviorists, and completely out of control on the harness. And
I get it. You don't like the harness. I get it. You keep going back. And I don't know if you notice this. Your pattern when communicating is you just keep talking shit about positive. I agree with you.
No.
Okay?
What you were saying about
No.
the e-collar. So I'm going back. I don't see it. I don't see that in my area. Now, there's apparently other e-collar trainers in the area where they do see some improper stuff. But I rarely see it, man. Now, does an owner go out and buy an e-collar, which I don't, if they don't feel comfortable doing it, then don't do it. But if they feel comfortable.
You said you're booked until October?
Yeah.
How many clients?
A lot.
How many?
Over.
For just the boarding trains? The group
you're booked until October.
The group classes and private sessions are booked out for like a few weeks to a month. The boarding trains, we're doing 3 to 5 at a time per month. So
2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, I used to do 10 to 15, but I had a full staff here. So
Oh, wait. How many? What was the number? How many dogs?
10 to
How many owners?
15 I used to do. We're doing 3 to 5 per month now. Board and train.
Okay, no. You're booked until October. How many clients in that time frame do you have?
I got to look at the schedule, man, but it's 3 to 5 board and train clients per month until October.
How many
And
months is that until October? It's March,
it's not
May?
that long if you believe it. 5 months.
5 months. Okay. So that's 25 people, 25 clients?
Yeah. Board and train.
Okay.
Board and train only.
So I want to.
We have 8 to 10 every group class. We do basic obedience 2, and e-collar and puppy.
So I just want to tell you and everybody watching, this is why you're a multimillionaire and I'm not, because I have helped more owners in this month than you have till October.
Maybe not, because you're not including everything else that we're doing. The private sector, the group classes, the consults that we do. All right.
And that's fine.
And the
I'm
emails
just saying,
and virtual stuff.
In 1 month, I have personally worked with 50 owners.
So if you did that, you were underestimating your value then. You should be charging.
No, I'm not. I know. Listen, I deserve to be paid triple what you get paid. Triple. Okay. And that is not my ego. That is genuinely at the rate that I get results. It's not. Listen, I've been through more academies. I have more educational background. I can give them quicker results. I'm focusing on their emotion as well and not just training their dog. I just had a client the other day.
You have to realize my educational background too, man. I don't talk about it. I'm a class shy for my master's at Rutgers. I have so many certifications that there's enough credits for a PhD. So I did all that, and I took for granted. At the same time, I was still working with dogs. But you're talking how young I was when I was doing this. But I grew up in a household of up to 16 dogs. My dad was like a poor man Steve Irwin.
I know the experience.
So
I know, man.
If you take somebody that's living with wolves, right? They know more about the wolf and everything that goes on than somebody that's just reading a book and writing on. And it's the same thing.
So should I start promoting myself that I grew up with 4 dogs at once? Is that what it takes?
You could.
My grandma had a dog.
You could, because a lot of trainers, believe it or not, they did not own a dog until they were a dog trainer at 25. And there's some dog trainers that are certified dog trainers that don't even own a dog. So,
and that sucks.
I'm not bragging about what I've done, but that's just my story. That's who I am. My dogs are tattooed all over my body.
So you say I undervalue myself, okay? I think I know my value, but my value is made the $50 per consult because that's what I value them as. I just do the scheduling fee because I want to make sure people actually sign up. I don't want to fill a whole calendar and then people don't show up. So I just do a scheduling fee and then I do satisfaction guaranteed. And I'm proud to say, huh?
No, the Brandy's still hanging out. So you see her for board and train. We're only 2 weeks in. She's here longer. But you have all that. And I'm just talking this and that. I think to concentrate more on the training dogs aspect. Don't charge less. Leave Jerry alone. She's awesome. And
you really like Jerry, man. I think
I do.
You got a crush on Jerry.
No, I think she's a good person, man. She has a family.
It's not. Listen,
like all of us.
See, man,
and
that's
the training
what I'm
is not
about. No, but see, that's what I'm.
The training is not
trainers. No, man, y'all literally focus so much on the personality of people and whether you like them or not. Y'all don't like me. I'm ugly, whatever. But you like Jerry. That's what it comes down to. You like Jerry, and you don't like me or my personality. And I'm just saying in general, a lot of people. And so whatever she
does.
I
say I didn't like anybody?
No. I'm saying
this is what you need to do to move out of the realm that you're in. To obviously, you got some social media clout, man. You have double the freaking followers I got. Start putting your work out there. charging more for the clients, and this is just standing from the business side.
But what happens when the client can't afford it, bro? Some people can't afford $50.
I understand that. I grew up that way. But
that's not an answer. What do you do for the people who can't afford it?
you could still help and work with them, but
what do you do?
the unfortunate way, for anybody that adopts a dog or anything, I give them massive discounts. But
some people can't afford $50.
If you don't, and some people could afford it, right? So if they are driving up in a BMW and saying they can't afford it, which I've seen that happen, they drop the dog off at our shelter that way.
It's not about what they say. I'm talking a real, like, a single mom with a new dog that her okay.
You can help them,
single
but
mom,
you're going to get yourself in an infinite loop of you being stuck with just, unfortunately, the way that our world works is you have to charge for your knowledge. I go to the doctors, like I just had an MRI for my back. They don't give a crap. They charge me $10,000.
But then it goes back. Listen, man, that's the difference. That's what makes me different.
That's a
man.
human.
Like, no ego, but
a human
that's
going
what
in
makes
for
me
help,
different.
and I get charged $10,000.
It's not about the fact that they don't care, right? They don't make the rules. Your doctor does not charge you, okay? Your doctor's doing a job. You charge them. You determine that.
Yeah.
Only you.
Yeah.
It's not a government institution.
Like anything else. Now, one thing I do is I donate a lot to animals and shelters and rescues. Sometimes up in the realm of like $60,000 to $70,000 a year. All right. So I'm also putting in work for free. I'm paying my trainers to go there for free and train and help the dogs. You know, so there's in the industry, I know you want to help everybody, and so do I. But if I do that, then I'm going to not have any money. Who added that on there? Did you add that on there?
What?
Like the sunglasses came up?
No, somebody.
Oh, that's cool.
Reliquary person.
But I think what I don't know, I never use this thing too much. But what I think is, yeah, like Connor's saying, why you're positive, but you're so negative. And
I'm a balanced trainer to people. I'm just a balanced. I use balanced training methods because they're better for people.
Okay, but I don't know if it's so.
So Connor, you like me now, right? You're gonna follow me because anyone in the balanced training group, that's your automatic. Just go to because you need to feel loved within a group, right? You just want to feel included. So as long as it's a balanced trainer, Connor, it's good. I'm a balanced trainer, Connor. Come lick my nuts.
So this is the difference with balanced dog training from my perspective. And Connor's a cool dude, man.
Here we go with the personality.
Connor's a good dog trainer too.
Oh,
but
here
listen,
we go,
dude.
Man. All right, man. Connor, do the 1 finger challenge that I just did. High drive dog, Malinois.
I think he has. I think he has a video like that.
Go, Connor.
But
okay, tag me, Connor.
This is what they pretty much force-free doesn't scientifically exist. Positive reinforcement sounds great, but it's just like a sales gimmick for the training. Everyone's pretty much a balanced dog trainer. You use the quadrants at some point, but you choose not to use dog training tools, certain dog training tools.
There's a difference, if you're a professional at something, right?
Yep.
Because here's my compromise. This is what it goes on in my crazy little brain, okay? Every single pet dog owner, basic obedience is positive reinforcement, marker training, clicker training. Every single one.
But what other
because it's basic.
What other quadrants are present?
Huh?
What other quadrants are present?
Okay. Keep up, okay? We're just not using any of we're no prong collar, no choke chain, no slip lead, no gentle leader, right? None of that.
Regardless, there's something attached to the leash and it's communicating something to the dog. So
we're not even talking about the leash yet. We're not even talking
then you have a
about
dog that's running around or a puppy. So the leash
yes, you have a dog around your house. You have a dog around your house, and you're going to learn how to engage with your dog in your house.
With no leash
engagement
on.
With your dog in your
with no leash on.
Do you need a leash on a dog in your house? to get their attention?
First, a puppy or something in your house to be around you. You're using negative reinforcement and positive punishment and positive reinforcement when the dog's around you. That's the science.
What kind of puppies are what kind of puppies are you working with?
Lots
from
man.
India.
She just adopted a dog from India.
No, like by how old? Because like puppy, if you're talking like a puppy, 3-month-old puppy, that puppy has more energy than anything in the world. And so getting engagement is literally like, it's easier to get their engagement than make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You do get engagement with them, but you also you can have the leash on them for the dog to be around you, the puppy. If not, you end up, give and take what Zach
I understand that.
But at least he posts the videos. He may be blind, like just hard.
Horrible.
He posts the videos without any common sense. So the dog's running around the house with the leash on, but he's dragging the dog backwards, hurting the dog. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about slight little pressure for the dog to be around you. If not, the puppy's going to be chewing stuff and peeing.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try to get this out. Okay, so you do the marker training and the train. So obedience in my brain is only body language. That's where you learn body language. And then like the end is once you get it to be reliable, then you learn how to add like a verbal cue, right? You're using what motivates the dog. You have to spend the time to learn your dog's body language. So body language, motivators, learning the scent work, like just you're letting your dog learn how to sniff. All of that, very basic, okay? Snuffle mats, management, puzzles, okay? Then once they do that for, we'll say 2 weeks, I'll make it really easy. I have my clients do a week. They don't get to work with me for at least another week. 2 weeks. Then after the 2 weeks, because that's just 2 weeks in the house, like, okay, and they take the dog out to go to the bathroom. I'm sure they could use whatever. They could use a leash in that time period. We're not on that yet, though. Nothing crazy is going to happen, okay? Then, now we get to work on the leash work, okay? Use whatever tool you want, because now you've advanced now. But the trainers, in order to use prong collars, choke chains, e-collars, have to be licensed. And there's a serial number. I don't know who told me this. Somebody, it was a great idea.
What is it,
if I remember, I'll give you credit.
That's insane. Who's licensing tools? Who's licensing the tools? You said there had to be a license on the
Serial.
Yes, a licensing governing body, and then there's a tracking number, so you know exactly who is using it and which trainer gave it. So now the public can't have access to those tools
in the world, the United States, or what?
I mean, the tools are already banned around the world, and like in places in Europe. So I mean,
yeah, they're
banned.
euthanizing dogs. They're euthanizing dogs at a higher rate they've never seen before for barking.
So listen. So I'm compromising, right? They don't have to be banned.
Comfort. Dogs barking, kill them. That's what's going on in the UK.
I'm not saying.
You Google.
I'm not saying
Google
ban
the investigation.
I'm not saying ban them. I'm not saying ban them. I'm letting you keep your tools. I'm saying you go.
But you're trying to regulate and put tools and serial numbers. In the United States, we don't even do that for guns. So it's like, what?
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Every gun has a tracking number.
Yeah, but you're not.
Or a serial number. You're
making it so that we don't even put the guns. You can go to a market and get the gun still without any tracking. That's one of the problems here in the United States. But is it a problem? But you want to do it for a dog training tool like a prong collar? Or are you going to do it for knives next?
Listen,
or a knife?
You know guns have they have a serial number on them, right?
Yes. But you're saying that we have to do this for knives now too, and swords? I mean, how far down the line? We're talking prong collar. I'm trying
to compliment you, and you refuse to let me compliment you.
No, you're trying to put a serial number on the prong collar, so there's
because they require more training to use them. You need better timing. You need to know the equipment.
Hundreds, if not thousands, of videos with dogs out of control on harnesses, attacking the owner, attacking the kid, attacking other dogs in the house. There's no e-collar, prong collars involved. Should we do it with the harness? I don't have them clients coming in my building with the prong collar and e-collar.
You really won't let me compliment you.
Compliment me then. I'm not looking for it. I just don't think any dog training tools should have any regulation whatsoever.
Okay, but you have to realize at a certain point, okay, the problem that you have, that we all have, and I think this is another difference about me. I'm trying my damnness to come up with solutions. I'm the only positive reinforcement trainer trying to talk positive or publicly with balance trainers. The only one. Find me somebody else, please. Right? And like creating the content that I do. And it just doesn't make sense to me. Like I'm gonna go back. You're talented. You're great at timing yourself. You've gone through so much experience with the tools, right? No average Joe should just go and use an e-collar, right?
Not necessarily, man. Listen, did I have to have a mechanic show me how to change the oil in my car?
Holy shit.
Right? Did I have to shadow underneath somebody to take care of the 20 chickens at my house?
Holy shit.
Right? So there are smart owners out there that might be watching that are able to learn by there's books on e-collars. There's videos on e-collars. And they can read or watch those videos and learn how to train their dog.
They can.
Could they not with a clicker?
Should they have
Could they not with a clicker?
A clicker can't accidentally make your dog yelp unless that dog is literally abused beyond abused.
A clicker can also not work for the dog, and the dog could run into the street and die. So I mean, there's a bunch of what ifs and scenarios.
Listen.
Again, I don't think owners. We're talking thousands and thousands.
Have you seen that
trend?
Have you seen that trend where it's like they say a couple things, and then like in the background they're like, "Now you have my attention." Listen, man. Like I don't defend force retrainers, but the clicker is my specialty, bro. So when you say the clicker won't work for a dog, listen, I'm not a millionaire, but I'll put up $1,000 that you can't show me a video of a clicker not working.
I've worked with dogs that clicker didn't work. They didn't like the sound. And you're going to counter condition and force the dog to like the sound?
Listen, no. Listen. Oh, see, buddy, let me put my glasses on for you. You see?
Oh, you're not going to let the dog have some kind of say?
Hang on.
My phone
Let me get it out. I have ADHD. I'm going to forget the thought. You promote proper use. Proper use. Everything has to be proper. And then your first example of a clicker not working, guess what it was? That's what it was. Yeah, that's right, buddy. It was improper use.
What?
Come on now.
A clicker can't. It's not working for the dog, right? And the dog may not like it.
You used it improperly.
Who did?
You.
No, I didn't. I know how to clicker train.
Oh my god. If you scare a dog with a clicker.
Clicker training, I'm hoping my phone don't die here. But for clicker training, we do that sometimes in the puppies, and then we move on. This is like real world dog owner stuff, man. And some owners will go on with the clickers and they work with them. Right?
$1,000.
What's that?
$1,000.
$1,000 for what?
You show me a video of a clicker not working, and I can't give advice to help you fix it or tell you that it can't be improper use. You have to be using it properly. If you scare a dog, it's improper. $1,000. You made the claim it doesn't work. And so listen to me, if you cannot provide that, you're never allowed to say it again because you're lying. You're literally lying.
Not lying, dude.
You literally say, you were just saying in this live stream, don't tell me, show me. That's what you guys promote.
Yes.
Don't tell me. So don't tell me a clicker doesn't work. Show me.
Dude.
Don't say it anymore. Show me.
Clicker trained, and I've had dogs come in that don't like the damn thing. It's just like the tone feature on the e-collar. It's very foreign to the dog. Some dogs take it, some dogs don't. Right? And if you're working with, we're getting in dogs.
How long have you been doing this?
Me? Decades.
Yeah, how long have you been doing this?
Decades.
I think. What's your real name? I want to address you properly.
My name's Anthony.
Anthony. I think this is genuinely what I think. Okay, and just take it out. However, I think you're a cool dude. Mm-hmm. I think you are passionate as shit about dogs. I think you probably do a great job with them. I don't think we'll ever see you on the news for abusing dogs. I think that you've been reciting a script for a really long time. And I don't even think that you can realize the pattern when you talk, because a lot of the time when you respond to me, it's a very simple pattern of how you respond and in the manner of which you respond. It's not like we're having a real conversation because you're so engulfed with the past of like, and most positive reinforcement and purely positive trainers, they suck. And I understand it. And so you're ready with answers before I even say something, right? You're ready. And because you're so passionate about it. And I love it,
I'm
brother.
just
And
talking
that's why
about
I am the,
not even just the passion alone. It's just the history, the actual facts, the real world. Like, you know, it's just what I've been through and seen
and
and
so,
gone
okay.
out and learned from others and brought into my thing. It's like, it's
Can I
not like
ask you something as a friend?
I just one day said, you know what, I want to own a dog and then go to dog training school or something. Like it's not that way. It's just been my life. And
Can I ask you something as a friend?
yeah,
As a friend,
uh,
can you please record me a video of you using Clicker and it not working? Because as a friend, I want to be able to, and this can all be privately. You could email it to me and I'll never post any of it, guys. It's not even about clout, bro. I don't want you thinking like I give a shit about this
but
clout
what's the
shit. I
reason
hope that more
behind me doing that though? It's just like, why? I've
you'll
already
become a better
proved my,
trainer.
what's that?
You'll become a better trainer. I'm
I,
trying to
I'm,
help you, and like I'm not.
I,
I know
I
that.
already know it.
I know you're not
It's not,
asking for help.
this is the way I like to do things and train
But
dogs. We notice
if a piece of advice,
she's still
like just
there,
one simple,
hanging out. We've been talking the whole time. This is all dog for a board and train here. She freaking killed things. All right.
and let me ask you something. How much engagement have you had with the dog?
With this dog, have you been watching
No,
the
in this session since she's been over there. How many times have you engaged with the dog?
Camille's been giving her rewards, food.
Fantastic, and that's what clicker training is. That's all. You don't have to use a clicker. I never think I
I
tell my
know, but
clients.
that's
In fact, a
I don't.
clicker would be on the advanced one.
Your thing is clicker training, and I don't care if you do it, man. Good for you. My thing is I like using the e-collar to train on the lowest level there is. You probably wouldn't even feel it, but that's the way I like to roll. And the way that
No, and I'm
and
not
the way
asking
I
you to
train
change the
with the
way you
prong
train.
collar is less aversive and less tension than any time there's any tension on that harness. And you can see the
I'm not
video.
I'm not I'm not trying to change your methods. I'm not trying to make you
This
think you have to
started out
stop
as
using.
a
Listen, man,
live video of us training her. You know, that's how this
I
started out.
feel I feel like balance trainers, yourself. I don't want to lump them. I feel like you resource guard your methods.
No, I'm open. I actually give out free business advice. I should be charging for the crap. But I
But
say,
no,
hey,
but you see
do
what I'm
this,
saying. No, but you see
do
what I'm
that.
saying. When you
This is
say
the way
you're
I like to
open,
train.
you're willing to talk. You're willing to talk, but you're not willing to listen.
I'm listening, dude. I just that you have your style to do something, and I have my style.
But you can't
And that
say you're
doesn't make
here. How
any of
about this?
us wrong.
If
That you do
you
it your
tell me
way,
to do
I
something,
do.
I will demonstrate the use of an e-collar in the most proper way that I can. If you make a video for me of clicker training not working.
I'm not saying it's may not work for some issues, but no, not when it's like this. But it needs a charge. That's the only problem with this. But the dogs that we work with, the best form of communication is what we're using to communicate with the dog. It's kind of like training a deaf dog with e-collar, right? Well, if it's
How do
good,
you? Wait, can I ask you when you began to believe that your methods are the best way?
um,
How long ago
when,
was it?
probably when I seen it working the best way. And I'm always
How many
fine
years ago?
tuning this stuff, and that's why I videotape every session I ever do with a dog.
So if you're trying to fine tune, and God has sent me down from the heavens to have this exact moment with you, and God is trying to have me help you be a better dog trainer, and you're saying no, I fine tune, but not if it's from this guy. I don't understand. If I could give you a single piece of advice, and you're like, this doesn't work, look, and I say, move your arm a little to the right, and all of a sudden it fixes it. Is that not incredible? Would that not
It's something
intrigue
that
you about me?
we can implement, but I the way that we train, man, it's not something that we seen it all, man. Like when I show dog owners, or Camille shows dog owners how to train their dog, they go on and train the second dog at home don't even bring the second dog in. And then they may come back, but they already know. I've had dog owners come in and they've opened up their own dog training companies, making 6 figures a year, and we've had that happen a couple times. So implementing that into the program, it may not be something that we're not already doing or have done. We have a formula, and every dog that comes in is different, so we have to adjust. But we have a formula or a base formula on how we do things here. And that's how we get to here. A dog that was completely out of control, lunatic, to this. Nice, calm, teach the dog how to relax. It's not tied to this pole or anything. It's there. So, and she's a great dog. But
So
the way that
was
we
curious.
train, and no matter what I do, you will never use an e-collar. No matter how much I show you the evidence of using an e-collar. So
I just said I would.
no, you would not implement that in your program. The thing is, we already implement or have clicker training in our program. You do not have e-collar and prong collar by choice. Now I do use martingale.
How do you know what's in my program?
Because you say you never use an e-collar or prong collar. You don't see me doing a video saying I never use a clicker, hate clickers, and post it all over my stuff.
But no, how do you know what my program is?
Well, maybe I'm jumping to conclusions off the stuff I've seen, but maybe you do have e-collar and prong collar. I have no idea, man. But I'm just saying that, maybe we can do something later on. I just met you and talking to you on it. Keep posting the stuff that works, and that's what's going to get owners to you. They're struggling with their dog. They may be watching here, struggling with a dog. Some of them in your camp might have went through bad balance dog training or something. For us, and I don't know if the water's different around here, but
there's no
gone
brother,
the bad
there's no
positive
balance.
reinforcement dog training or force free. And that's
as a
just
friend,
a fact. It's in my forms. I document everything. So when a client comes to us, it's like filling out a doctor's office form. They have to put everything there so I can read it with my team. Camille can look over it before we do the consult. Then we do the consult and we can talk about things. I can see the dog, what's going on. We've done those consults live, and showed people what our consults consist of. So I mean, it's there's so much involved with the whole, and I'm just talking
do you
pet
promote?
household. You're a pet household dog trainer. I'm a pet household dog trainer. Unless you're doing something else.
Do you promote that dogs shouldn't sleep in the same bed as you?
No, I have a California king size bed with a twin attached, so my 7 dogs can sleep with me. But
okay, I was just checking because someone in my chat said some of y'all let your dog sleep on your bed, and it's showing like let your dog sleep in bed.
But
you'll have a better relationship.
My dogs, if they're bringing home A's on the report card, B's on B pluses. If a dog is acting out of control, I've had them come in here biting the owner over the bed, and they're still sleeping in the bed. I've had dogs come in here where the husband's been sleeping in the basement for 6 months because the dog took over the bed and will attack them.
But that's a huge difference. That's so irresponsible because
why are you allowing the dog to sleep in the bed still?
No, but that's
there's a
fine,
relationship disconnect. So
I understand that, but the way that you're wording it is very confusing because if you do not say every single time that if your dog is growling or attacking you in a bed, don't let your dog sleep with you. That has to be the full
I
sentence.
say that every time.
But the sentence
every time.
And that hopefully that's good if you do, but a lot of trainers are just saying don't let your dog sleep in the bed.
Well, that's because think about the amount of people struggling with their dog. 50% of dogs are returned to the shelters and rescues per year. 50%. So they're putting out a statement like that to try to stop massive amount of dogs from going to the shelter or rescue. A lot of it is a relationship disconnect. Like a sit command isn't going to fix the relationship. We're talking not only the dog sleeping in the bed, but they're leaving food out all day for the dog. They have
Where
water.
did you get the 50% statistic?
It's on the ASPCA. 50%.
I'm looking at one. I'm looking at one. It says 10%.
No,
Do you have your link?
no, it's out there. 50% on the ASPCA. 50% of dogs are returned. And then 90% of the dogs that PETA takes in are euthanized. 90%.
Where do you have that?
You Google that too.
What was it again?
90% of the dogs that come into PETA are euthanized.
You know, if that's wrong, like PETA could sue the shit out of you.
Good luck.
I'm just letting you know. Like, I don't know, but that's a PETA is crazy.
They don't really hide it. They don't want.
Okay, so I'm not seeing 90% anywhere for the last 4 years. A lot are. It's a little over. It looks like a little over. It's not 90, I don't think, but it's definitely very high. Like this one is, they received 2,500 dogs and they killed 1,700. In 2019, they received 2,400 dogs and killed 1,500. 2018, 2,400 dogs were received, 1,700 dogs were killed. And so I'm not seeing 90%.
It might be an older statistic, but it was 90% at one time. That's what was a major deal with them, because they did not, a major issue with them, because they also pretty much want to ban pet ownership altogether. I think the CEO said that it was like what was it? They were saying that it's like there should be no ownership or forcing the animal to live with a human, even a fish. So they wanted to ban pretty much. It was something they were considering. So.
All right, man. I gotta head off of here.
Yep.
It was nice talking to you. If you ever want to do the thing, I think it would be great. I think people would like it. If not, I wish you the best, man.
Yeah, you too, man. I still stand by. Jerry's video was dope, man. I'll still stand by that.
Hey, yo,
He's a
hey,
good
White, you got a
person.
crush on Jerry. I'm letting you know right now.
What's that?
You got a crush on Jerry. It's
No.
very strong.
There's other people that you've gone after too. I think their video wasn't that bad. I think the worst video.
About Jerry, though.
I think the worst video on TikTok is Jean Donaldson's.
I mean, of course, because she's a
No, but if that was a balanced dog trainer, I would say that's the most disgusting bestiality thing I've ever seen, because she was also playing in that role with her foot. It's disgusting.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, I'll see.
So, she's still here. We were in the middle of dog training, and he hopped on. And I guess people are saying that he's some kind of, what is he, messing around with people, bully or something. I don't know. Sometimes people come on, they want to come on the TikTok live. I don't care coming on and talking, man. So if anybody wants to come on, I don't care. That's what I said. Come on, talk, hang out. But I think his biggest issue, from what I've seen, is that he has to concentrate on training dogs, changing his program up, and regardless of what he likes to do on clicker training, just because I use e-collar and it's here, it doesn't mean that we're animal abusers, right? Like, that's where I see the grouping of stuff. So that was something. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to talk to anybody like that, but he has, and I've seen him go after my friend Jerry. I think that's why I saw the name. I'm like, I think this guy just did a video. Yeah. And regardless, that's where he's grouping the stuff with like Jerry into like some kind of horrible, the worst dog training crap he's ever seen. That's like, get the hell out of here. I mean, Jerry is successful. And she was showing a method on the leash that could help a dog owner that's struggling. And I had this conversation too. The dog owners that are struggling, they're busy. I have 3 kids. You start going baseball and soccer and dance, and you're starting to go through all this stuff. What is the other one she does? Gymnastics. Like a bunch of stuff, and now you have a dog, and the dog's out of control, and life in the human world is moving fast. I do not like the social media stuff, but businesses have to incorporate it now. But life is moving fast, and the dog, unfortunately, has to come along with us, right? So sitting there and dangling food in front of the dog and, trying to click or train the dog into something, a lot of dog owners do not have the time. And I could relate because running the businesses and having 3 kids, my wife was doing so much work. It's insanity. And still having my dogs are, 4 of my dogs are here today. I have 7. It's a lot of work. And I can relate to the dog owner struggling. Like, hey, you got to still train the dog with everything like that going on. And to dangle food and try to clicker train, but I could show the dog owner how to do something real easily with some leash pressure and some food. And the dog understands it. And that was what Jerry was doing with the leash. Fantastic. So I am going to get going, get back to training Brandy, and head out for the day. I think we've been here long enough talking and stuff, right? All right.
What, 11?
Let's see if we can even release her. Brandy, break. Good girl. Look at that. See, the whole time she was sleeping, and now she's hanging out. And do you see this dog shut down with the e-collar? Science, where you at? Science, where the hell you at? Freaking tired. And he was talking, oh, the dog shut down. He's like, get the hell out of here. She was literally not placing down for like, an hour and a half. I almost forgot she was back there. I'm sitting there talking. We're training her live until, what was his name? Goxxly, Professor guy that came on, and we were talking. I was trying to tell him I like training with the e-collar, man.
Look at her.
That's what I like doing. And I like training with prong collar, canine lifeline. I have a tool box full of tools without saying I'm not using any of them. I'm going to stick to the clicker and food, and that's it. Well, you're isolating yourself just to use that, and that's not going to work. So it's like a carpenter trying to only build a house with a screwdriver. That's not going to work. So, that's a pretty good damn analogy.
We got it right there.
Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, so, he was going with a clicker trainer, same dog.
Why does it restart live audio? It's tripping.
Oh, all right, let me see. Hold on.